Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Let's test my audio. How we sounding? Hello. I think we're good. Hello, everyone. Hello, Israel. Hello from Los Angeles. Welcome to another riveting edition of Learn How to Edit Stuff Live. Riveting edition. Figured we'd, just do some After Effects stuff today, I guess. Yes, I see your comment. Hello. Alberta, Canada in the house. Sir Laughs and Morris finally made it to the beginning of one of these. Thank you. Thank you for coming. Yeah, I didn't do a video for today. I got busy this weekend. I apologize. I just didn't have time. So I figured let's do a live stream. Let's do a live stream. And we're just going to mess around in After Effects, I guess, cuz, Sunday fun day. That's how I see this going. Fresh Cut, shout out Fresh Cut. Pink Fungi in the house. Korean fans in the house, hello. Hello, Korea from Los Angeles, from the United States. Switzerland in the house as well. I love that all you guys are so international. That's so cool. I think that's really rad. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Thank you. Thank you. Appreciate you. Let's see. How do I stream or how do I share this stream? There we go. Can I do that? Yeah, I guess that's the link. We'll go ahead and tweet that out. Let people know, Let people know that we're live. All right, there we go. We're there. Yeah, and I know I don't use dark mode for Twitter, so don't all start saying shit. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Bangladesh in the house. Indonesia in the house. I'm going to Bali next week. Shout out Indonesia. I'll be there. I'll be there. Lebanon in the house? Oh, my goodness. This better not be an 8-hour stream. No, it's not. It's definitely not going to be an 8-hour stream. What am I going to do today? I don't know. I figured we'd open up After Effects. Where can I find keyboard shortcuts for After Effects? Juan wants to know. Well, Juan, that's a great place to start. Why don't we come right up here to Edit Keyboard Shortcuts, and then you can set all of your own keyboard shortcuts right inside of After Effects. The number one most recommended shortcut I can give you guys is how to set keyframes in After Effects, because currently it is Shift-Alt-S for scale, Shift-Alt-P for position, Shift-Alt-R. You don't want to hit more than 2 keys, right? That's 3. So if you just add scale, if you type in add scale or add rotate or add opacity or whatever, add delete scale keyframe, I just have mine set to Alt-S. So it's Alt-S for scale, Alt-P for position, Alt-R for rotation, Alt-T for opacity. And that makes it a lot easier. So definitely set your keyboard shortcuts for keyframes, certainly, to be something a little bit easier to manage than the After Effects defaults. No offense, After Effects. No effects, After Effects. But yeah, their default keyboard shortcuts for adding keyframes are a little confusing. So screw that noise. Add your own. And that's how you find keyframes in After Effects. Thank you for watching. The default shortcut for markers are pretty bad, TBH. Yeah, I agree. And you could also set those yourself. So we'll go to keyboard shortcuts here. Marker. Add layer marker. Yeah, it's the number pad, like multiply button, which is so dumb. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to switch that over to M. Oh, the key may not be reassigned. Wait, what is M? What is M normally? Oh, show and hide mask shape. Oh, you can't unbind that. Okay, well, we'll just make it Alt-M then. There you go. Done. Now we can add layer markers all day. Let's go. All right, we're going to do new 1920 by 1080 sequence here. Brilliant. Brilliant. We're doing things. Now we're going to add a new solid. And if I hit Alt-M, I can add markers on my layer. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's right here. Right there. Boom. Fixed your marker problem. That's what we do here at Learn How to Edit Stuff. Chris! Chris is in the chat! Yo, everybody, Chris Hudson. My boy from Chicago. Amazing dancer. Hilarious human being. Everybody say what's up to Chris. It's time to switch to DaVinci Resolve. Enough of the Premiere nonsense. You know, I might agree with you in some cases, but I don't know if I'm at the point in my life or in my career where I could switch over to DaVinci Resolve and just have to learn a new program out of nowhere. I don't know. That seems aggravating, to say the least. To say the least. If I could say less, I would, but I can't, because that's the least I can say. Ireland in the house. India in the house. Everyone's saying what's up to Chris. Want to learn how to edit a gaming montage video? I will do a tutorial on that, like an actual tutorial, because doing it on a live stream, I would have to have gameplay footage, which I don't actually have right now, and then that would be annoying. Cass X wants to know how you screen pump. Well, Cass X, you came to the right place. Oh, wait, hold on. I got to make my composition come back. Okay. Drop in a photo. Let's see. What do we got in here? Desktop backgrounds. Okay, we're going to drop in this Apple photo. I feel like this is my go-to photo for everything. All right, guys. Screen pumps in After Effects. Check this out. Super easy. All right. I'm going to add a scale keyframe. Alt-S on the keyboard. I'm going to go over 2 keyframes by holding Control and the right arrow key. I'm going to set another scale keyframe. 2 more keyframes. Another scale keyframe. So now if I zoom in here, we've got 3 keyframes. And anytime I do keyframe work, especially in After Effects when you're doing motion graphics stuff, work backwards. So kind of figure out what you want to do and then work your way backwards. So if I want to start and end at 100% scale, I already have those set, right? So both of the end keyframes are done. So now all I have to do is set the middle keyframe, and I'm going to bump this up to, I don't know, 124, right? There you go. And now I can get some screen pumps. See if I can time it with the music in the background. You probably hear my keyboard clicking, which is not fun. Dawn Villa. All right. Dawn Villa. Shout out before you go to sleep. Oh my God. Enough. Yes. Radon in the building again. Radon was here for the last stream. Yes, you can also make presets, but in order to make a preset, you can't do it with keyframe automation on like layer properties. You'd have to do it with transform, which is fine. You drop a distort transform right on your layer. And then you set a scale keyframe, go over 2 keyframes, set another scale keyframe. Under transform, set another scale keyframe. And now we'll go like this, right? Boom. And we'll also not use the composition shutter angle, and we'll turn this up to like 100. So now it'll give us a motion blur as well. But it's motion blurring even though it's not moving? Why? Okay, screw that. All right, so now we've got this little scale punch thing, whatever. Now I'm just going to right click on where it says transform. No, how do you do this? It's different in After Effects. Crap. New. No. Wait, I know how to do this. Don't tell me. Don't tell me how to do this. You can save it as a preset. Oh, come on. Wait, I know how to do this. I've done it a million times. How? Hold on. Don't tell me. Is it one of these buttons? No. Oh boy, this is embarrassing. Oh, animation. Save animation preset. That's where it is. Okay, there you go. So once you've done your animation or whatever, you come up here to animation, save animation preset, and then we're going to call this screen pump 1. Why not? Screen pump 1. And then we have to save it in... Oh, I don't want to save it in text animation. I want to save it in user presets. Can I make a new folder? Oh, sick. Yes. Okay, great. Naughty and Sans presets. Let's go. Screen pump 1, baby. Oh, I have to obtain permissions? What? Why? Oh my God, I'm freaking out. Holy Mother of God. Hold on, guys. This is ridiculous. You can select them in the fact, yeah, save animation preset, but why isn't it letting me do it? Oh my God. Save animation preset. Okay, we're going to call this screen pump. Okay, you don't have permission to save in this location. Contact the administrator to obtain permission. I'm the administrator. Oh my God. So I have to say, no. That's not how this works. So I wonder if effects and presets, animation presets. Can I refresh this list? Okay. Well, anyway, you can save it as a preset. I don't know. My computer's freaking out. People want to know what my computer specs are. There you go. There you go. 32 gigs of RAM. Nothing crazy. All right. We're running 32 gigs of RAM. My processor is an i7 8700K 6 core. And I have the 1080 Ti Titan XP Collector's Edition Star Wars graphics card. Shout out to NVIDIA for sending that to me. Hello. Catching up on the chat. Iraq in the house. All right, Mustafa wants to know how to do a screen shake, and he says it's annoying. Well, guys, I don't know if you know this, but in After Effects, it's insanely easy to make a screen shake, and I've done it before, and I will do it again because it's very easy, and it's fun to do, and we're going to do it right now for you. Okay, here we go. Come up here to your effects and presets and type in wiggle. And we're going to type in wiggle position, not type in. Under behaviors, go to wiggle position and drop that on your layer. Okay, I'm going to delete the transform properties off of here. All right, wiggle position. Check this out, guys. there are two numbers that you need to worry about, and they're up here in this top corner. It is the wiggle speed and the wiggle amount. The wiggle speed is how fast it will wiggle. The wiggle amount is how aggressive it will wiggle across the screen or whatever. So you just have to look into that, okay? So check this out. Wiggle speed, we're going to have it do 1 time per second at 50. All right, let's just look at the default. All right, so the default here is just going to kind of make it wiggle all around the screen, just very slightly, okay? But what you guys want to do is probably do an aggressive screen shake. So I'm actually going to trim my layer to 5 seconds so that we don't have to keep dealing with this nonsense. Okay, so now I'm going to have it wiggle 15 times per second at an amount of 10. So now it will just kind of aggressively jiggle, right? And we can even turn this up to 25 times per second at an amount of 10. And now that will just vibrate. And if we changed it from 10 to 20 on the amount, now it will kind of go a little bit more crazy. And if we turn this up to 70 or something, it's just going to like go all over the place, and you know, you're going to have a seizure or something. And we don't want that happening here. But yeah, it's super easy to do it in After Effects. Use the wiggle position and wiggle, the wiggle position preset. And you could also do it with scale as well. So you could wiggle the scale, or you could do the gelatin one, which is kind of goofy, and it will do the same thing, same controls. So we'll have it do 10 times per second for 25. And now it will kind of just like wiggle all different parts of it. Not sure if you guys are ever going to want to do that ever, but yeah, the gelatin one is kind of fun. And the scale one also works really well, similar to how position works. So that's fun. All right, I have to get rid of these because that's screwing up my OBS settings. There we go. There we go. Let me catch up. Let me catch up. Okay, we got the computer specs. Show us a trick by my choice. Okay, I'll get there in a minute. Hey, I've been working with Premiere and After Effects a few years. Is it worth switching over to DaVinci Resolve or not worth the hassle? So here we go, guys. We're going to get into the DaVinci Resolve conversation right now. If you guys prioritize color grading over editing, then sure, switch to DaVinci Resolve. All right, it's a different program. It's a whole different set of rules. It's a whole different set of how things work. It's a whole different set of keyboard shortcuts, things that you can turn on and off. You have to work with color space because it is inherently a color grading program. So you have to know what color space that you want your video in. And there's a lot of little nuancy things that are involved in switching over to DaVinci Resolve. It's not like, oh, I'm going to switch over from a Honda to a Toyota. It's not that simple because a car is a car, right? Like these programs are vastly different. They are very, very different, and they do very different things. And there are things built into them that are really helpful for you or not helpful for you on either side. You know, I'm not going to lean into one side or another. I'm an Adobe fanboy through and through. I absolutely love Adobe and everything that they've done. Not even from a Premiere and After Effects standpoint, just in general, you know, like they're great. So yeah, for me, I'm not going to switch over to DaVinci Resolve because I don't want to learn a whole nother program, but I will absolutely still color grade in DaVinci Resolve because Resolve is amazing. So that's my stance on switching over to DaVinci Resolve. Oh, there we go. I think you have to open AE as the administrator. Probably. I could also just save a bunch of presets somewhere else and then drag and drop them into the folder later, but it's all good. It's all good. Can we get a petition going to make a clone of Ian so we can get more videos? Dude, trust me. If I can clone myself, if I could have cloned myself, I would have done it a long time ago. What chair do I have? If I get your chair, I will edit better. I'm using the Maxnomic Team Liquid Edition gaming chair that was given to me for free. So that's the one that I use. You know, you get what you can out here. Are you going to post this live because you're showing some valid tips and you would love to go back? Yeah, my last video live stream is still up on my channel. You got to go to the live tab now on YouTube. I think it's still there. Let's double check that real quick. Aha, that's funny. Stupid thumbnail. See, if you go to videos and then you go to live? I thought you could go to live. Oh, uploads. Then go to live streams. Yes. So then if you go to live streams, here's my one from last week. So that one's still up there. So you guys got to go to the live stream tab. And I will keep this one up. I will keep this one up for next time. Can you edit a whole movie with After Effects without Premiere Pro? Yeah, you probably could. That would be annoying. But you could. Have you ever tried to create videos using your desks using virtual DJ? Oh, my decks. No, I used virtual DJ a long time ago, and I switched over to just using Rekordbox to DJ. As you guys can see, I got my decks back there. I just DJ to DJ. I don't really do VJing anymore. Okay, so Skinny wants to know, completely confused about what to do to export it. Do I paste the composition to Premiere and do that? Or should I render it in AE? And what format should I go for? All right, guys, if you're going to export anything out of After Effects, you have to determine if it's one of two things. If it's a graphic with an alpha layer background, meaning that if I got rid of this, right, and say you have a graphic there, we'll just put some text here for now. Of course, the text is black. Okay, say you have this graphic. This is your graphic. No, Siri, I didn't... Oh my God, Siri.
Such as a wall, canvas, screen, paper, or stone to inform, illustrate, or entertain. Do you want me to keep reading?
No, dumbass. Yeah, that's right. Put in your place, Siri. Annoying. I didn't even say that. Okay, so you have a graphic. Now that's over with. So say you have a graphic, right? And you have a background associated with that graphic, and you have a solid or something, and you want the background to just be black. When you go to export out of After Effects, down here in your output module, if you click on that, here's my recommended settings. Format, QuickTime, post-render action, none. Channels, all right, this is the only thing you're going to have to change. Channels, if you want the background to appear in the video, then select RGB, okay? And then it will export out of After Effects with the background. And even if there's nothing here right now, like if I go to this is actually an alpha channel. It's just reading as black because I have black as my background, right? So even if it's an alpha channel and you select RGB, it will export with a black background, okay? So you have to switch this. RGB if you want the background. RGB plus alpha will export this video with the alpha layer so that you can drag and drop that graphic over something else in Premiere or whatever. Or the third way is to open up Premiere and then right click on something and go to replace with After Effects composition, and then it will open it up in After Effects. So there's kind of three different things. Can we animate motion blur so footage becomes blurred on certain parts? Yes, you can. You can fake motion blur. Oh my God. Excuse me. You can fake motion blur by using directional blur. So I'm going to drop directional blur on this graphic. I'm going to go 90 degrees and I'm going to crank it all the way up, right? Or not all the way up. It's at like 37. Okay. So what I can do is I can set a keyframe for the blur length. And then I'll go over, I don't know, a few keyframes. And now I'm going to set the blur length in the middle to be, so there you go. Essentially, I'm theoretically faking motion blur with directional blur. So you guys can do that. So even if you wanted to just move this, right? Like if you wanted the graphic to start here and you wanted it to end here, now the middle will be fake motion blurred. And you're faking it with directional blur. So yes, you can fake motion blur. If you wanted to pull directional blur off of there and you wanted to actually have this blur, you can turn on motion blur for your layer and it will automatically add motion blur based on your composition settings. And if you come up to composition settings and go to advanced, you can now change your shutter angle. So if I wanted to crank this up to like 360, now my shutter angle and my motion blur will be more aggressive. So you can do it one of two ways. That's really... I like to use the composition motion blur because then you don't have to keep dragging and dropping effects onto all of your layers in After Effects, which will then kind of bog down your CPU or whatever. So if you use the composition shutter angle method and you just turn motion blur on for all your layers, I feel like that's an easier way to do it. All right, somebody's asking about broadcasting graphics. So the thing about broadcast graphics is you have to know what you're exporting to, right? So if you're doing... you need your graphics to be in 1080i, which is interlaced at 30 frames per second. You just need to make your composition in the exact format that you need for your broadcast graphics. And then that way, you're not going to be running a 1080p at 24 frames a second graphic through 1080i at 30 frames a second. You'll get weird issues. So just make sure that you know the output of wherever the graphic is going to be. I think that's like the most important thing for you guys. All right, let me catch up on chat. Thank you guys for all the compliments. I appreciate you. What about Sony Vegas Pro? Get out of the goddamn live stream. I'm just kidding. I've never used Sony Vegas, but every time I see it being used, it infuriates me on a level that I can't describe. So, okay, yeah. So they're saying open up After Effects as an administrator. I can save presets. So that's good to know. Good to know, guys. When I speed ramp a clip in Premiere Pro, then bring it into After Effects, the speed ramp of that clip changes. How do I fix that? You don't, I don't think, Jaegerbomb. That's just one of those things that's like a weird crossover. Like, there's a couple things in Premiere, at least that I've noticed, when you replace with After Effects composition that will get a little bit screwed up. Number one is speed ramps. And I guess you can throw in kind of speed effects in general into that category. Number two is nested sequences and freeze frames don't transfer over to After Effects. And for whatever reason, color grading sometimes works and sometimes doesn't. But those are like the three things that annoy me the most. But, I don't recommend really editing anything in After Effects. You're using After Effects more for cleaning up and doing additional on top of what you're doing. I wouldn't really try to edit anything in After Effects. That's kind of a stretch. Don't recommend doing that. How can I copy my color grades from one clip to all my clips? So if I edit one clip and want to copy their color grades to all my clips, you can use an adjustment layer if you'd like. So if you have your color grade on an adjustment layer, then you can just copy and paste that over to whatever you wanted to put it on. How would you animate car movements in After Effects? That's a loaded question because I don't really know what that means. Make some cool effects in AE. Yeah, I'm trying. Where people are asking a lot of questions. Hello from the Ukraine. Hello, Ukraine. Between all Adobe software, which is the hardest and which is the easiest? The easiest is Adobe Media Encoder. You just drag things in there and you can convert it to other things. That's the easiest. The hardest, I would say, probably After Effects or Illustrator. I feel like Illustrator is pretty difficult and a lot of little things to learn. Tristan got a shotgun mic and a dongle for his iPhone coming today. Raising hands emojis. That's exciting. All right, we're gonna make some stuff in After Effects because that's why we're all here, right? Let's see. I wanted to do like something cool in After Effects with like the paint tool because we're doing some of that stuff at work right now, and so I wanted to. Let's see. Perfect. I don't know whose video this is, but I'm a yoink it. I'm a yoink this video. I'm gonna yoink it. You can't do anything about it. Yes, After Effects is complicated. It is not difficult. That is true. That is true. Do you know how to import 3D models into AE like the .obj files? Yes, so you have to use the Cinema 4D encoder method into After Effects, which I don't really use. And if I'm going to do anything with an OBJ file, I like to use Element 3D. Okay, choose where this goes. Let's throw that in the live stream. Yep. Element 3D is amazing, guys. I don't know if you've used it before, but I can take this text layer, and now I'm going to take this solid, and I'm going to add Element 3D on it. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. So now say I want to take this text and I want to make it 3D. I can run this through Element 3D. And now, check this out. I'm going to open up Element 3D, which is a Video Copilot plugin. I'm going to hit extrude. And now I have this 3D text that I made from just a text file. And I can do some interesting stuff with this. You know, I can extrude it and make it a lot bigger. There we go. Looking cool right there. I've got a bunch of presets down here so we can put some metal texture on it. Maybe something like that. Nope, it didn't copy over. There we go. Little metal texture. That one's not as cool. Stucco? Yeah, we'll add like a stucco type. Oh, God, that's ugly. But anyway, we can bevel. So yeah, we can do different bevel copies. There we go. So the second bevel, we'll use... oh, God. It's doing some weird things right now. Extrude. Oh, there we go. Yeah. There we go. That's a little nicer. That's a little nicer. Some people will make the front of this, I don't know, red. Very cool. And you can come in, you can add lighting, you can add different environments here. Comes with a bunch of environments. Why is it going to my... Anyway. So see, I'm like raising and lowering the exposure, and you can kind of see over here. A lot of issues today. After Effects, not great. But yeah, Element 3D is really, really cool. It's a couple $100 from Video Copilot. Definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. Yes, cancel. Get out of here, Element 3D. Because we're doing paint stuff. This is what I wanted to do. I wanted to bring something in and do something fun with the paint tool, because that's what we're doing at work. That's what my whole week is going to look like. All right, let's see. All right, drop in the sneaker ad. Perfect. Okay, we'll go right before it changes like that. Sick. All right, guys. We're going to be painting on this shoe. Maybe like a blue. Kind of a blue color. We're going to go custom, 2-frame, RGBA. Looking good. All right, so we're going to do one of these. Oh yeah, we're killing it now. We're killing it now. All right, let's see. We're going to have this kind of outline whatever we've got going on here. I see the chat going. But I'm concentrated. So this doesn't have to be perfect by any means. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Don't worry guys, this is all going to pay off at some point. This is all going to pay off. And we're going to end right back where we started. Oh, yeah. All right. Now, what did we just do? Well, we traced this shoe. Oh, my God. No, loop. Loop, you son of a bitch. Oh, yeah, we have to go back through here. Fuck. No. There we go. Sick. So now we got something cool going here. Now, if I take this bottom layer and I mute it and I come up here and I go to paint on transparent, now, guys, I have this paint layer that we just drew. And that's why I said it doesn't have to be perfect, because we're actually going to just screw this up even more. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add some glow. I'm going to add some turbulent displace. This is fun. This is fun stuff. Stylized glow. Yeah, let's start there. And we'll make the glow threshold, I think, right about there. That looks good. Maybe we'll glow radius. Whoa. Right about there. Nice. Glow intensity. Sure. And then we'll do turbulent displace on that layer as well. And we got to turn this on so we're not doing it too much. So we're not going to do it too much here. We'll do like -10 and smooth it out. There we go. All right, and now we'll do, so I'm going to crank up the complexity. So now you guys see that it's getting more like lightning-y on the outsides. So the more you crank up the complexity of it, I guess I can only go to 10. Yeah, we'll leave it at 10. How about that? And so now I'm going to automate this evolution based on the starting and ending point of this thing. So it's starting going to the right. So I'm going to actually set a keyframe for evolution. And I'm going to go right over to where it starts to go down, which is right about there. I'm going to turn this to go down. And I'm going to go to where it starts to go to the left. And I'm going to switch this over to the left on the evolution. And we're still going left. We're still going left. All right, now we're going back to the right. So I'm going to swap this over to the right. All right, now we're going kind of up and to the right. So we're going to move that. Okay, great. Now we're going down. So we're going to switch this to down. And now we're kind of going over to the right again. And now we're going down and to the right. Nice. So now I'm just keyframing the evolution of this paint stroke. So now if we just look at the paint stroke with the glow and the turbulent displace turned on, It definitely looks a lot cooler than it did, right? That's why I was saying at the very beginning, it doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to do this perfectly. And I'll explain everything that I did in a minute. I'm just, I'm working now. You wanted me to do something cool in After Effects, so now I'm doing something cool in After Effects. Give me a break. You can't have everything all at once. Okay, so if I turn both of these off, this is what we started with. Okay, it's not great. It doesn't look impressive or it doesn't look cool. But you add the glow and the turbulent displace on it, and now all of a sudden it looks like you spent a tremendous amount of time on it, and it looks way cooler. And now we can start doing some stuff in here too. I'm going to use... Ooh, what am I going to use? I'm going to use the Red Giant Universe. I'm going to use Red Giant Universe Chromatic Glow. Yeah, we're going to do some cool stuff with this. Okay, so the threshold. And then the blur and the intensity. Yeah. Ooh, ooh. Oh, that's what... Okay, there we go. There we go. Okay, I'm turning down the X radius and the Y radius. Actually, we'll keep the Y radius where it's at. And the split height. There we go. Okay, so now I'm going to automate the split height. And I'm going to turn down the intensity a little bit more. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to automate the RGB split height. So we're going to go over here, right where it starts to make this turn. I'm going to set a keyframe for my RGB split height. I'm going to go over one keyframe, and I'm going to split this RGB split a little bit. And then we'll go back to 3. And I'm just going to find a bunch of areas in this animation that I want to do the RGB split. So maybe right when we're rounding this corner as well. Set a keyframe. Now we'll do the RGB split. And now we'll go back to 3. And we'll keep going. As soon as we make this turn, do it again. RGB split. And then we'll go to 0. Why not? Okay. Now we're doing cool things. Looking sick, guys. This is turning into a ad for Nike, I guess. You can kind of see the RGB separation here. I think I might need to turn the intensity up or something. That might be too much. Still kind of cool. We could also do something similar on the Nike check. All right, let me catch up on the chat. All right, we were doing stuff for a while. Oh my goodness. Holy mother. You use the saber effect. How do I get rid of the black background that appears after you apply it on a layer? There's a little switch box in Saber that says on black, on transparent, or on original. Just make sure that you switched it to on transparent or on original. What is this tutorial for? For no reason. Shaman GVS, welcome back. Great, but this takes a while. Yes, it does. Watching this at 1:45 a.m. Well, good morning or good night or whatever. I don't know. Is this live stream going to be on your channel for later or will you delete it? Nope, it will be on my channel for later. Do I use Autodesk, Maya, or Max? I've used Maya a few times. I never get into doing tutorials on like Mocha or Maya or anything like that because it's expensive to buy, and you know, I can't anticipate that all these people will do that. Curdy Willis wants to know what my playlist is. Guess what, guys? You've just entered the Thunderdome. Hold on, let me get my links. Let me get my links. Where is it? Where is it? Aha. All right, guys. You wanted to know what my playlist is? Guess what? Guess what? We've been listening to Epidemic Sound this entire time. Yes, I searched lo-fi hip-hop on Epidemic Sound, and we are currently down here somewhere. We've been listening to Epidemic Sound music this entire time, and you didn't even know it. So guys, in the chat right now is a link for you guys to go and sign up for a free trial of Epidemic Sound. And if you sign up for a free trial, guess what you're going to do? You're going to help your boy out, and it's the holidays, and I could use some more coffee. You guys know that I like to buy cups of coffee or make coffee, so by you signing up for a free trial of Epidemic Sound, you can help your boy get some cups of coffee. Also, in this chat is the super chat. Feel free to donate to the stream if you'd like. Feel free to donate to this channel if you'd like. I'm not going to ask you for it. I only want you to do it if you want to do it from the bottom of your heart. If you like my content, you like my channel, you like my tutorials, you like sitting here hanging out with me on a Sunday at 1:45 in the morning or whatever time it is for you drinking coffee, go ahead, donate to the stream, donate to the channel, or go sign up for Epidemic Sound. That one's actually useful to you. Donating to me right now will just give you, a little hit of dopamine, and I would talk to you in the chat, and it would be a really fun experience for both of us. But at least with Epidemic Sound, you're getting something, which is access to an amazing music library that you can use for all of your videos, or just casual listening if you so like. This has been a public service announcement. Thank you. We can turn it up. Hey. Hello from Sweden. Hello from the United States. What? Do you know how I could create an expression to -5 FOV every letter I have starting at 173 with one letter? I don't know what the hell you're talking about, bro. That is a confusing question. Which do I prefer, iMac or Windows? Well, iMac is a computer, and Windows... Hey, Tristan with the $1.99 donation. That's what I'm talking about. Everybody, Tristan just donated $1.99 to the stream. And you know what that means? That means I can go get a cup of coffee from somewhere. Maybe not Starbucks, but from somewhere. So, Tristan, thank you. I'm going to do a nice voiceover voice for you right now. Thank you, Tristan, for the $1.99 donation. My caffeine levels very much appreciated. Do I prefer Mac or Windows? Windows. I do. I was a Mac fanboy for the longest time. I'm not ignoring you. Whatever, something poop, freakio poop. I don't know how to say that. People with these weird names. Tristan finally figured out how to fix his export issues using smart previews, and it seriously cuts your export time in half, and it's fast. Yes. Okay. So the thing about smart previews is that you're exporting with the pre-render that your computer has built out. So you may be losing a little bit of quality while you're exporting. So just be aware of that. I'm not ignoring you guys. I'm literally just working in After Effects. I'm doing what the stream is doing. I'm just hanging out, working on some cool stuff. and talking to you guys in between. I'm not ignoring you. Stop saying I'm ignoring you. That's not okay. Finn, it's going to be really hard to explain to you via a live stream when you're just typing out individual sentences. You can send me a DM on Twitter at Naughty and Sans. At Naughty and Sans on Twitter, guys. If you're on Twitter or Instagram, send me a tweet. Tweet at me. I'll get back to you. What is PFP? I don't know what PFP is. Sorry. I'm a borderline boomer. Oh my gosh, everybody. FarmTube has donated $4.99 or €4.99. Okay. Well, with the conversion rate to USD, that is a very nice cup of coffee. So thank you, FarmTube, for the coffee fund from a fellow coffee lover. Very much appreciated. I'm going to cheers you over webcam for the coffee donation. Thank you, guys. Thank you. What is it? What? Minamoto donated 300. I don't even know what currency that is. What currency is that? Oh my goodness. Hold on. I got to look that up. What currency is that? Somebody tell me. Oh, the Indian rupee. Hey, thank you for the donation. The Indian rupee donation. Much appreciated. That comes out to $4.21 USD. So thank you for the cup of coffee. Very much appreciated. It's your first time you've donated to anyone? Wow. I'm actually honored. That's amazing. Thank you. Oh, it's pounds. Sorry, FarmTube. Sorry, pounds. Pounds. My American ignorance. I don't know the difference between pounds and euros. Actually, yes, I do. I'm an idiot. I knew that was pounds. Thank you, guys. Thank you. Do you rather edit? I guess this question is, do you like editing more or shooting more? And obviously, I love editing more. That is a given. That is a gosh darn given that I like editing more. When your join button is coming, what is that? What's the join button? Thank you, Minamino. Much appreciated. I really appreciate all the love, guys. All the love from all of you. All the nice comments. All the coffee donations. Thank you. Thank you. Those of you that signed up for a free trial of Epidemic Sound. Just watch your video on You Got That Meme video, and you said something about vertical blur, but I don't have this effect. What can I do? Well, if you're using After Effects, you absolutely have that effect. You can come right down here and type in directional blur and drop directional blur right onto your video, and it automatically defaults to a vertical blur. Oh my God, I'm not even in the right mode. Vertical blur, here we go. And then you can crank up the blur length, and it will do a directional blur vertically. And if I turn this horizontally, you can see that it changes the blur direction. So you can do up and to the left, up and to the right. But yes, you can do that. So if you default as at 0, which is straight up and down, or you can do 180, which is also straight up and down because we're working in a circle. So if you're using After Effects, you can do a vertical blur. You can do it. YouTube join button is like a membership on YouTube. I didn't know that. Yeah, I said gosh darn, John. Gosh darn police over here. Oh, PFP stands for profile picture. I can't even see it. I have to zoom into it. Hold on, let me zoom into it. Oh, now I have to scroll all the way to try to find it. What is it? Is it a picture of you chugging a bottle of vodka? I can't even tell. I'm zooming in as far as I can. I cannot tell. It looks like a man who is drinking something from a bottle. That's all I got at this point. So, yes, I like it. What is my computer set up for editing? Yes, FarmTube. FarmTube knows what's up. Guys, for real, Epidemic Sound, though, like, I'm not even kidding. I've known about them for a very, very long time, and I've used them. Come on, focus. 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 There we go. Epidemic Sound is an amazing company, program, not program, it's like a website, but whatever. But they have so much good royalty-free music in their library. It's actually kind of mind-blowing how amazing it is. And they act more like a record label than they do like a royalty-free music company. And that's why I like them. And I use them for literally everything. All of my YouTube videos, all of the work that I do at work at Team Liquid. We use Epidemic Sound for almost everything. They're an amazing company. And so I was super stoked when they reached out to me and they were like, hey, we really like your videos. And I was like, hey, I really like your music. Haha. So yeah, they signed me up for the creator program. And if you guys go and sign up for a free trial of Epidemic Sound, you'll be helping me out. You know, you'll get me a couple cups of coffee and you also get a free trial of Epidemic Sound. And during that free trial, you can use as much music as you want. And if you decide to not go ahead and pay, I think it's $15 a month, which is actually insanely cheap for how amazing the library is. But in that free month trial, if you use any of their music, you can just go ahead and use it for free. You don't even have to continue the trial. So it's pretty cool. Could you please pass the Juul, bro? First of all, this is not a Juul, okay? This is a high-tech vaporizing device. All right, YouTube join button. Let's see. A few days ago, a button began appearing next to the subscribe button on some YouTubers' pages. The join feature lets fans support their favorite channels with a monthly donation. It appears to work in the same way as a Twitch subscription. Oh. Interesting. I don't even know if I have access to that stuff. I probably don't. Would it be under monetization? Probably. Advertising, merchandise. No. I don't think I have access to this join button yet, guys. Apparently, YouTube is just rolling it out at random. So how do I get the button on YouTube? Remind viewers they can become a member by clicking the join button on your channel page. What? Can you guys do that right now? If you go to my channel, incognito window. Do I have a join button on my channel? No, I only have a subscribe button. This is whack. You guys are getting me all excited for no reason. Can't even join. Am I an editor of Team Liquid? Yes, I'm the director of 1UP Studios for Team Liquid, and I started there as the director of post-production doing all of their video editing. So if you've ever seen any Team Liquid content, that was your boy and my team. I have an amazing team. I don't want to leave out my team. Can you please save my life and tell me how one guy edited his video? It's a music video. It's copyright free, so nothing to worry about. Can you post the link? Post the link to the video? English poet Michael Rosen photoshopped and downloaded a bottle of vodka. Nice. What's up, Alex? Michael wants to know, if I were to recommend just one plugin for Premiere Pro, which one would it be? Well, Michael, you done opened up Pandora's box now. No, I'm just kidding. My most used plugin these days is actually Red Giant Universe. It's a yearly subscription to Red Giant. It is amazing. I was using some of the stuff here, but if I just quickly go and add Red Giant, I'm going to add something to here. I'm just going to add Red Giant stylized to it. So check this out. I'm going to go to choose a preset. This works in Premiere the exact same way it works in... Oh, God, I keep forgetting to... Okay. This works in Premiere the exact same way it works in After Effects, but if you go to choose a preset, these are all of the different effects that come with Red Giant Universe. So we have blurs, we have compound blurs, spot blurs, all these different chromatic distortion effects. We have the heat wave effect, prism displacement, RGB separations. We've got different fractal generators, turbulent noise generators, all these different glows. And inside of all of these, I can click and it comes up with a bunch of different effects here that you can just apply the preset to. So this is actually really, really fun. There's different text emulators, like right here. You can emulate certain code. So here, let's apply the preset JavaScript code. Oh, can I do this? Oh, I probably can't do it on video, actually. Oh boy. Oh no. After Effects is crashing. Oh, we didn't save the sneaker thing. Oh, geez. Oh no. Sir Laughs and More wants to know what's my favorite flavor of creamer. I use vanilla almond milk in my coffee. So that is my favorite flavor of creamer. Oh, okay, good. Whew. I almost freaked out. I'm going to go ahead and save my project. Okay, so I can edit the text here. So yeah, this is just Red Giant Universe is absolutely amazing. It has a billion different presets and plugins and like all this stuff packed into it, and you can use it for a variety of different things. And it's really cool and unique effects from Red Giant. So if I was going to recommend any plugin to you guys, definitely Red Giant Universe is the one that you should absolutely check out. It is amazing. And it is crashing After Effects potentially. I need 10K for the join button. I have like 170K. I think I've surpassed the 10K minimum threshold. YouTube, where's my button? Gosh darn. After Effects is crashing. Gosh darn. Yeah, I believe Red Giant Universe is still 50% off through February, I think. Or you can get everything in the Red Giant Universe, or you can get everything in the Red Giant bundle, which is, if that's still true, that's a crazy deal. Red Giant. Nope, not Reddit. Damn it. Yeah, what's their deal? Yeah, year-end sale, 50% off of Red Giant Complete and 30% off of everything else. So Red Giant Complete is everything, which is nuts. And you can get it for 50% off. So if you have an academic license, okay, if you guys are a student, you can get Red Giant Complete for $299 for the year, which seems like a lot, but for everything that you get, whew, yikes. That's a deal if I've ever seen one. No! Stupid After Effects, I swear to God. Get out of here, After Effects, you suck. Creative Cloud 2020 is a little buggy. It's a little bit buggy, guys. Not gonna lie. Should I get the RSMB plugin for After Effects? What is that? Oh, Real Smart Motion Blur? No, you don't need that. You don't need Real Smart Motion Blur. You don't need it. You can fake motion blur with a bunch of stuff. You don't need it. Trust me. Trust me, you don't need it. Can you show how to do the less I know the better while you are still in After Effects? I don't know if you noticed, but I have a full video dedicated to that gosh darn meme on my channel. So go watch that video. It's probably way more helpful than this live stream will be. Quit trying to push Sony Vegas on me, guys. I might need some constant super chats for the join thing. Well, if that's the case, then you guys can go ahead and donate to the super chat. If you want to get me that YouTube join button and you want to subscribe monthly to my channel, which I didn't even know they were doing that, cool, whatever, then do that. That'd be sick. The sneaker video. All right, what else do we got down here? All right, let's try to do another cool thing. Let's see. All right, so stepping down. Oh. So I wonder if we can make like paint that's like running or something. That'd be cool. Let's see. Oh boy. Oh boy. We got chromatic glow happening. We got turbulent displays happening. We got other glows happening. All right, let's see what we've got here. So if I can make paint like running down. Let's see. Whoa, where'd it go? Oh, stupid. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is going to be. Okay. Oh, did I not color this in? Oh, now it's gonna. Oh, God. You know, guys. I guess we can go back in and color this in later. All right, we'll go back in and color this in later. How about that? We'll see how this works out. basically what I'm doing is I'm frame by frame drawing this paint, and we're going to have it join this one because I'm lazy. So now it's joined. All right, let's see what we got so far. So if I were to keep it going, I mean, yeah, it's cool, I guess. And then what we could do is grab all of these and just do one frame. I mean, that's not that cool. That's not that cool. What else could we do that's cool? Delete all that. Maybe we can do some sort of fire. Fuego. Let's see, we'll do... We're going to switch this to one frame instead of two for now, because the foot is moving. Okay, so now we're going to switch this to 2 so we can actually see what we're doing. All right, let's see what we did. I don't even know. That looks terrible. We just wasted so much time. We might be able to make that look cool, though. Is all this still on? Oh, I see. There we go. I don't know why, but I thought that was going to be way cooler than it ended up being. It ended up looking like some weird wings instead of anything halfway decent. Oh, God. Okay. People keep asking if I can rate their editing. Oh, my God. Enough with the rate my editing. Calm down. DaVinci hasn't been in the spotlight long enough to grade for me. DaVinci is literally the only thing that you should be trying to learn for color grading. Do you use a pen tab or a mouse? I am using a mouse. If you couldn't tell by my barbaric attempt at trying to make flames. God, that looks terrible. It looks terrible. It looks like some like busted wing situation. Like, I don't know. That doesn't look... I don't know where my mind was going for that, but it definitely doesn't look great. That's the price you pay sometimes, folks. That is the price you pay sometimes. Can you show how to animate handwriting? Yes, Jess, I do have a tutorial for that. Jess Johnson. Wait. Jess? The Jess that I know, Jess? Or a different Jess Johnson, and that's crazy. Do you still use Mount MoGraph? They have a new version now. Yes, I do, but I still use version 2. Ozzy Safa in the chat. What up, Ozzy? Ozzy in the house. What would you say the difference is between Premiere and After Effects? Like, what would you use either one of them for individually? Well, After Effects I for sure use for anything graphic related. Any motion graphics, any sort of lower thirds that I'm doing, or... Okay, Jess Johnson, you're not the same Jess Johnson that I know. Okay, great. After Effects I just use for doing pretty much all of my title animations and all my graphic animation stuff. That's really all I use it for these days. And Premiere I use for just traditional editing. Standalone, traditional, good editing. Yes, I know. Vaping is bad for your health. I get it. I watched the Netflix documentary. But, yeah, if we're going to do, you know, like any sort of graphic design or graphic animation, After Effects is just far superior because the masking is cleaner. You have a lot more useful things that you can do in After Effects, including a bunch of presets for text animation that you guys might not know exist. But so check this out. I've got this text. It always defaults to black for some reason. All right, so I've got this text, and if you come over here to Effects and Presets and go to Animation Presets, Text, you can just drag and drop a bunch of stuff in. So I'm going to go to the Animate In, and, you know, I'm just going to fly in from bottom. Cool. Like, now I've got this nice little animation that I didn't even have to do anything for. And I can just, you know, make it faster. So now it's... And then what I could do here is just add in a new solid like this. And then I'm going to cover up this text. So now you can't see it. And now it just kind of appears, right? So you can do a bunch of really cool stuff with just like the basic animations of things inside of After Effects, which is great. So all of these you can use, but you don't necessarily have to use just the text ones. You can use any of them. So if I wanted to use a dissolve transition or maybe a movement transition, let's see. Stretch vertical. So now it's using that transition to animate the text. So pretty much any animation, anything, I'm using After Effects for, and then any traditional editing stuff I'm using Premiere for. Lightning horizontal. Ooh. Oh my God, it looks so cheesy. So yes, this lightning horizontal. We can really start to... Wow. Amazing. Look at this lightning. I mean, it's unbelievable. I feel like this is the effect that they use in The Flash or something. Like this just... Oh God, it looks so bad. Turn up the turbulence. Oh my. I'm sure you could do some cool stuff with this. This is not... Oh God, it looks so bad. I was just trying to do text animation. Come on. Come on. But yeah, After Effects is great for doing graphic design stuff. After Effects integrates well with Premiere, right? Yes, it does. Animation presets, how do I get them to start off screen instead of using something to mask it? So After Effects, you kind of have to do masking if you really want to use it the way that it's supposed to be used. Like you should use all of the tools kind of in After Effects to your disposal because it just works out really well that way, right? So if I have this brick here, let's do a new shape layer. And we'll add a rectangle and we'll add a fill. Okay, so if I have this rectangle, right? And I'm going to add some text. Some text that moves. And I want it to end here, right? So I want this text to animate out of this thing. How do I do that? Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set my position keyframe for the text because I want it to end right here. Set a position keyframe, go to the beginning, and now I'm just going to move this over here. But now you can see it kind of like it's still, you can still see it over here. So like this is where masking comes into play, right? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a new solid and we'll make it whatever color. And I'm just going to move this over and line it up with the edge of my rectangle, this solid. I'm going to line it up with the edge of the rectangle. And now I'm going to use that solid to mask my text by switching my track matte to alpha matte inverted. And now it is using that mask that I just made to mask out the text that comes from behind this thing. So using After Effects for masking is like one of the reasons that I think you should be using After Effects in the first place, because it really just gives you a lot more power than you would otherwise have. Way more than Premiere. Like you can't really do this in Premiere and have it look good. So that's what After Effects is good for, is using it with the masking and with all the other stuff that you have access to. And that's why I like After Effects so much, especially for graphics. I very rarely do any traditional editing in After Effects. I'm using it mostly for graphic design and motion graphic stuff, because that's what I think it's best at. So that's what I'm using it for currently. After Effects always felt intimidating to me, but I guess it's like Premiere, but for graphics. Yeah, I wouldn't get intimidated by After Effects. The thing that I would say is your best bet is to just open up After Effects and just mess around with it for a long time and just really kind of dig into all these side menus over here and kind of figure out what does what and just mess around with stuff. And then you'll really kind of get the hang of it. You know what I'm saying? But what I was saying before with the keyframe thing, and this is, I think, how you guys can get your animations to happen quicker. Let's say that your animations will happen quicker if you actually work backwards. Like, say you want your text to, like, you get your text, basically what you want to do at the beginning is you get your text where you want it to land. Okay, great. I want it to land here at this exact scale. So I know that this is where I want to end up. So let's say after 1 second, I want to end up at this scale and at this position. So now I'm going to set a position and scale keyframe at 1 second because I know that I want to end here. And now let's say I want to start up here. I'm going to turn off motion blur. So you're working backwards because you already know where you want the text to end. And so now it's just like, where does it start? Well, maybe it starts here and then halfway through it bounces off of the bottom, right? So now you just kind of always know where your text is going to land. And so working with keyframes backwards is kind of, you have to like reverse engineer the movement that you're thinking of. And then you'll ultimately end up landing where you want to land instead of knowing where you want to start. Like, I guess knowing where you want to start is valuable, but knowing where you want to end is even more valuable because you can go anywhere from here. Like, okay, I know that I want my text after 1 second to land here. And so now if I just very easily wanted to do a scale, like, okay, cool. It's ending where I want it to end. And like, okay, maybe I want it to scale in from the A and now I can just like move this over, right? Or whatever. And so now it's scaling in from the hole in the A, but it's always landing where I want it to land. And I feel like that's the most important thing. And then, of course, you can come in here. You can use easy ease on these keyframes, and you could also open up your graph editor, and you can say, okay, I really want it to lag on the front end of this, and then I want it to snap into place at the bottom. So now it's just going to really lag on the A movement. You can do it the opposite where you want it to snap in and then ease into the back end. But you would also have to do the same thing for position so it doesn't do the weird like right to left movement that it's doing. But yeah, always know where you want to end. That's my biggest recommendation for After Effects. Know where you want to end. What's the fastest, easiest way to capture video from the web to edit? I use 4K Video Downloader, and I just copy and paste a YouTube link straight in there, and makes it real easy. No hassle. Animation presets, how do I get them to start off screen? Oh, I already answered that question. Use masks. Hello. My name is Barry Allen, and I'm the worst animated speedster alive. Oof, yeah, that was bad lightning, but, you know, shout out to Flash. I got 2 Flash paintings on the wall. My favorite. He's my favorite superhero. You leave Barry Allen alone. Leave him alone, you jerk. Leave Barry Allen out of this. Ian, I sent you something on Insta. Take a look. I'm losing my mind how they make a series of photos look like a mini video inside of a photo. All right, Ozzy, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, Ozzy Safa. If you're talking about an elevated boomerang, I'm gonna kill you. Okay, so this is what Ozzy sent me, guys, and this is actually very easy to achieve for the most part. Let's see. I'm going to show you guys. So it's a photo of a photo, and then there's like video happening on the inside, and it makes it look like it's a series of photos. So you can do this one of two ways. You can just take a video of something. Should we do this? Should we do that tutorial right now for Ozzy Safa? Let's do it. That's actually a pretty good, that's a very trendy thing. All right, so we're going to show you guys again. This is the trendy thing that we're going to be doing. If my stupid webcam would focus for a minute. Okay. So this is what we're going to be doing. I need to film something. Let's see. All right, hold on. Hold on, everyone. All right. I've got this photo frame. Okay. That I'm going to take a picture of. How was the... Yeah, it was like... Okay, we're going to do this. This is going to be the really ghetto way of doing it. Okay, great. I've taken my photo. Now, I'm just going to take a video of my screen here. Oh. Okay, now I'm going to take a video of my screen. This isn't really going to work because it's an animation. You'd really want more movement than that, but... All right, so now I'm going to take a video of my screen, and you want to take a video of the same thing that's in the photo. Okay, great. Video has been done. I'm going to send it to myself. Let's see. Send it to myself here. Da, 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 the photo as well. Send the photo as well. Okay. All right. We're getting into it, boys and girls. Oof. Okay. Sent it on Slack. Whoa. Download the photo. Download the video. Great. Okay. There you go. Add that. And add this. Okay. So this is the basic functionality of it. And in the example that Ozzy sent me, what I imagine this is a video, and they've done a posterized time effect to the video. And basically what posterized time is if you shoot a video fluidly in 24 FPS, you can posterize time and make it look like it is 8 FPS or 5 FPS, which will make it look like a stock or a stop motion kind of effect, right? So this is just a very simple mask inside of a thing, and they're just using posterized time. And apparently that's super trendy on Instagram. So start a new composition here. Great. Let's drop in our image first. Okay. There you go. Looks great to me. We'll add a new solid behind it so you guys can exactly see what I'm doing. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just mask out the inside of this photo like so. Ooh, my thumb is in there a little bit. Okay, there we go. Now we're going to change this mask to subtract. Okay, so now we have this mask cut out. Great. And then we'll go to my image, or my video, rather. There you go. So this was all shot in 24 FPS. So what you can do is you can posterize time, like I was saying before. And we'll do that. And then we'll drop posterize time on... Posterize time, there you go. And then it'll just give you one... oh my god, fuck. Sorry, God. Oh no. Oh no, I'm an idiot. Oh no, Arrow, I'm sorry. Oh God. I didn't even realize. Arrow, thank you for the donation to move my camera. Damn it! Let's start over. Fuck. Okay, we're starting over. Image from iOS. This is the image that I took in front of my computer. So this is what I took right there. Boom, there's the image. Okay. I'm going to take my pen tool and just mask out the inside of this photo. Just like so. I'm going to switch my mask from add to subtract, and now it will cut out the middle of my photo very nicely. I mean, it's not nice. I'm not taking a lot of time to do this, but you get what I'm saying. I'm going to drop in my video clip, and I'm going to scale it down to fit inside of my frame. And we'll have it start from the beginning right here. Look at that. Okay, so in its very basic form, this is the video. This is what he was wondering how to do. But in the video, they are posterizing time to make it look more stop motion-y. So you just search your effects and presets for posterize or just post. And you can drop in posterize time right on your video layer. And then up here, it'll give you a frame rate. And right now it's saying 24 frames a second, but I'm going to say 12 frames a second. And what that will do is it will actually put it into the 12 frames per second equivalent. Maybe we go down to like 5 frames per second to really sell the effect in here a little bit more. This isn't the best example because I don't have a lot to work with here. I did it again. Susan? Oh my God, Susan with the donation. What currency is that? I don't even know what currency that is. I'm so uncultured. Oh, Colombian pesos. Hey, Colombia. Shout out Colombia. Shout out Colombia. Take photo and scale video on part you want to be. Love you too, Susan. Thank you. Thank you. How do I mask moving object in a video to make it 3D like it's coming out of the screen? Oh God, my wife's in the chat. My wife's in the chat and she saw me vape. She missed the entire live stream where we were doing stuff in After Effects and I was doing effects. And look, if you're still watching the damn live stream, all right, I was doing this sneaker effect thing and I keep forgetting to go back. We were doing electric sneaker effects and we're doing things inside of photos and all this stuff. And you just happened to tune in when I hit the vape. Classic wife stuff. God bless America. You're welcome, Ozzy. I love you, buddy. What is Pro-E? What are you yelling at me about, Pro-E? What are you yelling at me about? Cut it out. Real quick, how can you get OBS and Ableton working together? I have Voicemeeter Banana, but I still can't figure it out. Ableton and OBS. So do you want to route Ableton to go through OBS? I'm assuming. Is that what you want to do? He wants to know how I learned these programs. Did I get a degree? And how is Foundry Nuke? Okay. How did I learn these programs? Well, I learned through a combination of, well, if I had to put it in like a pie chart, right? Let's do it. Fuck it. Let's make a pie chart. Because we're working in After Effects, guys, so maybe we'll learn something. Okay, we're making a pie chart. This is how I learned After Effects, okay? Right here. How do I want to do this? Okay. This is how I learned After Effects. About 50% of what I've learned in After Effects, 50%, I learned through just experimenting. I'm not even kidding. All right? 50% of everything I know in After Effects just came from simply messing around in the program. All right? That is that. I will even duplicate this and I will color it in. Ooh, different color. 50%. Oh boy. 50% from experimenting. All right. That's where I would say I learned After Effects. And then I would say maybe another. What? What the hell just. Oh no. Oh my God. My computer is freaking out. All right. Well, that's not good. That's not a good sign. Okay, great. I guess we'll just do this and we'll call it a day. 25% of it. This is taking a really long time to explain this. 25% of everything I know is from YouTube. And then the other 25% of my knowledge is people, I guess word of mouth. Let's go word of mouth. There's a pie chart about what I know in After Effects. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to get real political out of nowhere. It's going to get crazy. Do you go to film school? Should you go to film school? I don't know if I can say yes to that. I didn't learn anything valuable. Not anything. Okay, let's whoa. That's extreme. I learned some valuable things in college, but not much. I didn't learn very many valuable things in college. I learned a majority of self-exploration and other people being better at it than me and saying, hey, did you know you can do this in After Effects? Hey, did you know you can do this in Photoshop? And I'm like, no, that's crazy. And then I took that knowledge and then implemented it into all of my own ideas. So what I think people get trapped in, especially when learning a new program or something, is they get trapped in seeing somebody do something and then only learning how to do it that way, right? Like if I were to teach you how to make this pie chart, you'd be like, oh, I know how to make a pie chart. But what you should be thinking is like, oh, I see what he did. He made a solid that was the size of the whole layer, and then he shrunk it down into a line, and now he's using that as his line. Or, oh, he duplicated the circle on top of itself, changed the color, and then masked out half of it, right? Like, you need to learn the techniques. The techniques are the most important thing. So if you watch things on YouTube, and it's like, oh, hey, I'm going to teach you how to do this effect today, don't get stuck in the hole of only knowing how to do that one thing one way. So yes, I have a degree from college. No, I don't think it was really valuable because the most valuable thing I actually left college with were the relationships that I had with the kids that I went to school with, because then later on in life, as they advance their careers, you kind of keep up with these people and you're like, oh, hey, I saw that you're doing this one thing. Like, do you need any editing help, or do you need a colorist or whatever? And like, so the relationships I feel like in college were valuable. What I learned, like life skills, were valuable, but as far as editing goes, I don't think I learned anything that like I took with me out of college and I was like, yes, this is the thing. I learned more on my own. Thank you, Susan. Another donation from Susan. Much appreciated, Susan. All what I've learned from this places has been learned from YouTube. Having as a hobby, next year I want to enter college. Oh, I see. I see. How do you use transform to move the screen without the black border showing up with a mirror? How do you use transform to move the screen without the black border showing up with a mirror? I don't know what that means. So you can hear my mic audio and my music in the project. So you're going to want to route. So right now I have in OBS, the mic is coming from here. I have desktop audio coming through as well. So maybe you do that. Your desktop audio is routed via Ableton, and then your mic audio is routed via, well, I have a box. I have a Focusrite. So in Ableton, I think if you just do your mic input from your mic and then everything else as audio, you should be able to do it. I think. I actually don't know. Let's see. And yes, I'm still using Ableton 9. I think Ableton 10 is garbage. Ableton 10 is garbage. Preferences. Where are my preferences? There we go. So if you set your audio input device from your microphone, and then your output device just to your speakers, and then you mirror this inside of OBS, you should just be able to do it no problem. I did a spot for a football club, and I really need your opinion. It's my first professional video ever made. Can you guys not post links in this chat? Can you not post links? Can you please tell me how to mask moving objects? Okay, so we can go back to the shoe video, I guess. And like the shoe is moving, right? So there's a couple different ways you can do this. Way number one is by using the Roto Brush tool, which might work. We can try it. So you double click on your video, go to the Roto Brush, and then you paint in. Oh, frame rate mismatch. Oh, I don't think that matters. Okay, we're going to color this in. So I'm telling After Effects, if you hit Alt, you can deselect certain things. So I'm going to select that. I guess I'm going to select this little loop as well. Okay, so there we go. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to move a little bit farther forward in time and kind of see where the Roto Brush. All right, so now it started selecting all of this stuff up here, which we don't want. We only want this. I did a video on the Roto Brush. That's a way to mask out moving objects. A lot easier, certainly, than doing it frame by frame, which is if you want the cleanest key that you can get. Hello? If you want the absolute cleanest, you do it frame by frame. And that takes forever, but it'll look the best. Proe, what do you want? I'm not seeing any links. No links are showing up in my chat. No links are showing up. I asked for it, but it's not showing up in the chat. All right, you know what? Don't just come in here and be a douche, all right? No being a douche in this gosh damn live stream. All right. Tweet me your links. Tweet me your links. At Naughty and Sans. At Naughty and Sans, just at me on Twitter and send me your links, all right? Or respond to my live chat. You can just respond to the live chat. You can do that. No, I do not see a link. I do not see any links. All right, Proe, you need to calm down. I'm putting you in timeout. You're timed out for 2 minutes. No links are appearing in the chat, guys. Twitter DMs, anything? Anybody coming in? Nothing. I've got people following me. I got no messages. How do I re-enable links? I mean, it's way easier to do it in this chat. I don't have any. Let's see. Viewer activity. No. That's not it. Analytics. No. Stream settings. Normal latency. Everything looks fine here. Only mods can post links. Oh. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. I don't know how long I'm going to stream. I don't know. Where did you send me the link? I got one. All right, we got a link. All right, we got to pause this music. Hold on. Okay. We're watching your edits on stream.
I thought, well, we'll just renew every year. We won't say it's forever, but we'll decide every year if we want to be together. And that's what we did. The only thing that gives me the courage, because I'm kind of a shy person, to do some of the things that I've done, is the idea of living with myself afterwards if I haven't taken advantage of a situation, or if I haven't asked a question, or if I haven't questioned something. For instance, the war. You know, I just thought, I can't let this.
'Cause nothing is as bad as you think, even when you're pulling at the seams. When the lights go out, you still got me. Detours lead to barricades, and home is for your friends are fake. I'll be there to clear the way. And you
Okay, so I think the editing is good. I think the audio was a little bit like jarring, where it just like automatically drops down to like nothing and then goes back up to loud. We're doing, yes, okay, people are sending their links on Twitter. All right, people are sending me links in Twitter DMs. We're reviewing your edits right now. That's what's happening, all right? We're reviewing your edits. This is a tribute to Susan Sarandon, it looks like. I'm not a big Susan Sarandon fan. I don't really know anything about Susan Sarandon, but the edit itself, I understand what you're trying to do. It's an homage to Susan Sarandon. You're using movie clips. You're trying to tell a story. The audio was the one thing that I would, Susan Sarandon edits with another donation. Thank you. The audio I think is the one thing that I would say you need to smooth that out a little more. You need to add some like, swoop it down a little bit instead of just dropping it all the way to like nothing and then coming back up a little bit higher. That was the only part of that was a little bit aggressive. So, oh my God. All right, we're not going to do all of these, but we're going to do a few of these. All right, arrows. I'm not going to get trolled by this arrow. Look at that. I already know. Okay, let's watch a Rick Astley video.
Different melody, I like it.
Let's do it. Let's Rickroll the chat. Good one, Arrow. All right, Finn. Oh, thank you. How to enable and find your join button. I will look at that later. Much appreciated. All right, Tristan. How would you do this? Random Tetris. Let's see. So if you guys watch my how to make a Redbone meme video, very similar. You just use the pitch shift effect and you just try to find the pitch in which you're trying to achieve, and then you just go about it that way. Thank you, Tristan. What an amazing link. All right. What are we watching here? I need some context. What am I looking at? I'm just watching a music video that has 7.1 million views. They won't pull the video. They won't pull the video for copyright. They're just going to monetize against it. Is what's going to happen. Which is unfortunate, but, you know. What's up, guys? I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with this music video. You guys need to provide some context for me here. Showdown, a Rainbow Six Siege montage. Let's see. Using Seven Nation Army, okay. Okay, all right. I see where you're going with that. It's a little chaotic. That edit is a little bit chaotic. It's kind of moving all over the place, and it's like, you know, it's a little like disorienting to watch. So I would maybe slow it down a little bit. Slow it down just a little bit in your next one. You know, I see it's already posted on YouTube from July 3rd, which was a while ago, but slow it down a little bit, you know? Slow it down a little bit. Oh my goodness, we're not going to get through a lot of these. Tutorial on this, please. All right, let's take a look at it. Sorry, this page isn't available. Yeah, the tutorial's real easy. Just go to a link that's broken and doesn't work. All right, thank you for watching. Learn how to edit stuff. Thanks for stopping by. Okay. All right. We're reviewing this.
He's really good technically, he's really fast.
He's an athlete, a complete athlete. The most valuable footballers on the planet.
Good edit. Good edit. I see you trying to do some stuff in here. You know, that was good. There was one clip over here somewhere where the warp stabilizer was a bit funky. I think it was this one. Yeah. I'm really, really, really keen on when people use warp stabilizer and it gives it that super weird, like, whatever effect, like the stabilize-y kind of whatever. But yeah, overall, I think it's good. I think you can probably add some effects to the little scribbles and everything, like we just did, adding some turbulent displace or things like that to kind of make it look a little bit more electrified. Because if you go frame by frame, you know, you can kind of see it's just static that are just kind of moving around. I mean, the motion's right, and it's like outlining the jersey, but you want to give it that same effect like we were doing here. With the, you know, like making it look a little bit more electrified. I think that'll definitely help your cause by giving it that effect. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know? Do you know what I'm saying? Okay. What do we got next? Who's next? Who next? Who next? Who next? Okay. Sent a link. I need help editing. I'm in your stream. Okay. What do you... All right, let's watch it. I'm going to give you... Okay, yeah, I see what you're trying to go for here. This is good. This is a decent Fortnite edit. That spinning 360 shot on the build fight was pretty sick. That was a good shot as a Fortnite player myself. I can respect that. I think the black frame little like the things that you were trying to do on the snares, while I think that your thought process was right, I think the execution of it was not great. I would, you know, in those instances where you have like a lot of bright things in the scene, you may want to like do something with the sun instead of, let's see if I can find where one goes black. Like here, right? Like you're not going all the way dark. You're not going all the way to pitch black. You're lowering the opacity by like 50% or 40% and then going back up to 100%. So it looks like it's like a mistake in the export or something. So if you're going to do the black frame, go all the way down to like 100% blackness, turn it completely off instead of just doing like a little bit here. Because it just makes it look kind of like a rendering error or something and not something that's intentional. So on those little bits of the music where you want to accent snares and things like that, go all the way. Just go all the way. Because yeah, you're just going like halfway. You know, you got to fully commit to that effect. Or use something with the brightness because the sky is all blown out. So maybe you can do something with the brightness instead of doing the black flicker. You know, maybe you do that. I don't know. Oh my God, we have so many links. Holy mother. Oh wait, you sent me these messages a long time ago. I don't ever check my message requests, guys. I apologize. I don't have a Facebook account, so I can't look at that one. How to do this effect? Let's see. So that's gotta be, that's like some, either that's like an effect that they bought from somewhere and they're just masking it out or like keying it out or something. But the original thing was made in Cinema 4D or something, and it's just we're doing a lot of masking here on the arm and stuff. But with CS:GO, I know specifically you can do a lot with like Source Filmmaker, and you can do a lot of different stuff in CS:GO. So this effect right here is pretty easy to achieve. You just do some tracking, and then you just connect everything with some lines. That's fairly easy to do. But the other thing is 100% Cinema 4D. All right, we're moving on. All right, let's look. Bitch Lasagna version 1.2.
I don't like your T-Series. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go all out. Just this once. Bob's or Vagana, whichever will it be. Sit the fuck down, T-Series. I'm here to spill the real tea. You're trying to dethrone me from spot on number one, but you in the air, you lose. So best think you haven't won. When I'm through with you, we're gonna be completely fucking done.
Am I giving an opinion on how he does some of these effects in his music video? Because if that's what we're looking for, that's, it's PewDiePie. So he's doing just like some frame blending things here. Scaling, adding red to it, and then split screening. It's just a lot of like RGB effects and screen pumps. That's really all it is. So if we wanted to do it on the sneaker video, right? We're going to do the same thing here. Add a scale keyframe, scale keyframe, scale keyframe. And we're going to pump this up. And then you're going to just repeat that. I think they're already doing some in the video a little bit. But yeah, we'll do that. Boom. Yeah, great. And then we're going to add some red to this. We're going to do a new layer. New solid. We're going to make it red. Like so. Okay. And then we're going to add a ellipse tool to it. And we're going to I'm making just a red vignette kind of thing going here. Right? So something like that. We're going to feather the mask. So we're getting like a nice red vignette. Something like this. And now I'm just going to change the blend mode to something, overlay maybe, or screen possibly. And then we're going to do the same thing here, but with opacity. So we're going to increase the opacity from 0 to 100 while we're hitting the screen pumps. Maybe even 100 is too much. So somewhere like 40, I don't know, like 40-ish. You can do the same exact effect, and it's just like RGB values. So if you want it red, if you want it green or whatever, like this is, you'd have to do it to music. We don't have music in there right now, but that's basically it. Yeah, some flicker frames. It's a lot of just like little scale effects and little color effects. That one was kind of cool. So it's just a basic mask and then a mosaic there on that one. So if we wanted to do that here, what I would do is duplicate this layer, and then very roughly mask out the shoe. Or maybe we'll do the whole leg. I'm very roughly masking that, and then we're going to add a mosaic effect to that. There you go. And maybe we'll mess with the masking there. We'll feather it or something, or expand it. And then you can change the overlay of this one to something a little bit different too. You could automate the horizontal and vertical blocks of that. If you wanted to, we're just doing this real rough here, but yeah, you could automate that so that you get that kind of effect going, just like a mosaic stylized kind of thing. So yeah, he's doing a lot of stuff in that music video. I mean, it's a ironic parody of a rap music video, so he's kind of just doing like the typical cheesy effects or whatever. But that's how you would achieve something similar with the mosaic thing. PewDiePie should have got Ian to edit his video. Would have come out much better. Yeah, that's probably true. There's some truth to that. Felix, if you're watching this, let me edit your videos. Wah, 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 wah. All right, let's watch a couple more edits here. Now that we've completely screwed my demonetization efforts, okay, where did we? All right, feedback on some montages. Let's go. Damn, you just straight up linked me your channel? I'll watch the most recent video.
She out the money, little baby, she a fiend. This shit really ain't what it seems. Big what, big dough, what you need? I got love all across the map now. What that body do, baby, I'm tryna map out. All I know is I had to take the bound route. Big dope, this bitch had to tap out. That bitch wanna follow my team. She out the money, little baby, she a fiend. This shit really ain't what it seems. Big what, big dough, what you need? I got love all across the map now. What that body do, baby, I'm tryna map out. All I know is I had to take the bound route. Big dope, this bitch had to tap out. Ooh.
Impressive plays, you know? Good plays, decent song. The only thing I would say to not overuse is like the spinning transitions. A lot of people seem to overuse the living shit out of those, and I don't think that you should do that. Because it just, you know, it gets kind of. Don't do the dab in 2019. I can dab. Yeah, just don't overuse the transitions. I think that's kind of like the biggest thing. I see a lot of these videos where somebody will get their hands on some transitions and then just like overuse the living crap out of them. But you don't need to do that. You don't need to do that. I would use them, you know, sparingly. Like if we were going to transition, I mean, this kind of already has a transition built into it, but if we were going to transition between these two clips, like maybe you do a, right, we started over here, and then we go to, let's see here. So we'll go to here, boom. And then we'll go here, boom. This is probably not going to work quite right, but you will understand where we're going with this. Oh, I see. Okay. And then we'll move. Wait, what? No. No! There we go. Oh, God, it's still on loop. No. So that looks horrible. Make it a lot shorter. Kind of do... You basically want, like... You want your transitions to be thoughtful and not just kind of like mechanical. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't want to just add a spin transition because you have access to a spin transition. You want to add a spin transition for it to make sense. And I feel like the person that uses that stuff the best, honestly, is Sam Kolder. His transitions and everything are so thoughtful. Like, if we just watch this, of course we got to watch an ad, Sam Kolder. Come on. All right, let's see. So he's got a 360 camera attached to his helmet. Let's see if we can find a spot where he does a transition. I guess this is like just an entire 360 video of him skydiving. All right, maybe that's not the best. I'm sure there's some in this drone clips video. All right, so yeah, there's like, see, that transition is worth it. So basically what he's doing is he's masking out. We'll go full screen on this because this is great. So he's doing a couple different things. We're doing some like radial blur effects here on the grass or whatever. But if we go frame by frame, you can see that the tent is already masked out. So he's color grading it to look like it matches already. So you can kind of see here that the sky doesn't match inside the tent. It's a completely different tone, but he's color grading it enough to match to where you think that that is actually inside the tent. So as we go forward with the drone, we're masking into another scene. So what's inside the tent right now is already the next scene that we're going to be transitioning to. And we're using the tent as a mechanism to kind of get us in to that next scene. And you can see that the mask is not very clean around here. It's feathered a little bit, but it could be better. But when you watch it in full speed, you don't notice this stuff. And the difference between a great editor and a good editor is a great editor will go in and they will make sure that you don't have little artifacts like this that are kind of like, you know, peeking their way through. The mask is a little bit clunky, but overall the effect works really nicely. And if we watch it in full speed, which it's meant to, right? Like you can't tell that that's masked or whatever. Like this is real, I think, but it looks like it's CGI. Like all of this looks like it's CGI. So I don't know how real this is or how much of this is embellished or whatever, but like that's a great transition right there. Going into the mist of the water. So we're diving into the mist, right? Diving into the mist. And now we're in the clouds. That is a very thoughtful transition. And basically, he's just overlaying or like lowering the opacity of the water mist. And it just happens to blend in with this shot because there's some smoke or clouds or whatever already in the shot. Yeah, so if you guys want thoughtful transitions and transitions that are cool, watch Sam Kolder's videos. Because that dude is a psycho at transitions. Dep1, thank you for the donation. $20 donation. Thanks for all the tutorials. Buy some of that expensive Starbucks coffee on me, bruh. You the man. Your how to edit videos are really helpful. Thank you. Thank you, Dep1. Much appreciated, guys. Dep1 just donated to the stream, donated to the channel. He likes my videos. He likes the content that I put out. And he also appreciates that I am a coffee aficionado. So thank you for the $20 donation. That will get me plenty of Starbucks in the next week or so. So much appreciated. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thanks for all of you. Thanks for coming and hanging out too. Thanks for coming and hanging out on the stream. We're just talking about random stuff. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Yeah, if you guys want to use, let me find it. Let me find it. Dropbox, no. Hold on. Simple transitions. Aha. So if you guys want to buy this transition pack, I would highly recommend it. I would also highly recommend using the link that I just posted in the chat, because if you buy that transition pack for yourself, I will make a small monetary compensation based on your purchase, because I have a partnership with Envato or VideoHive or whatever you want to call them. If I promo their materials, stuff that I like, I'm never going to promo anything simply for monetary value, because that's not why I created this channel. That's not why I do this stuff. I have a full-time job. You know, I'm the director of One Up Studios for Team Liquid. I make videos all day, every day. I work with an amazing team. And it's not about the money for me. It's about providing useful information. And so that transition pack specifically is very useful. Oh, Trevor Cummings, thank you for the $5. You told me to check my Instagram, so I will do that right now. Check my Instagram. Trevor, there it is. Hey, bro, love your videos. Not sure if you have seen this, but I thought you would like it. If you could break it down, that would be dope too. Oh, wow. Let me share this link, copy link, so we can look at it on a computer so you guys can see what I'm looking at. Okay, there we go. Woo! All right, this is what we're looking at, boys and girls. This is what he just sent me on Instagram. That's sick. That's really cool. So I wish we can go frame by frame, because he had tracking dots that were on the paper so that he could track the piece of paper to be exactly what he wanted to be. That's a really cool video. I have not seen that video. So thank you for the donation, and thank you for the suggestion. No, there's a lot of really cool stuff happening in this video. A lot of it is just masking, basically like opening a book and having it be something different. Let's see. Can I find like... Should I just download one of these random videos? Let's see. Can I... Okay, so we can just take the beginning part of this video, I guess. I'll show you guys how to do that kind of stuff. It's a good topic to cover. Good topic to cover. What's up, guys? Welcome to the stream. Thanks for tuning in. I know I skipped a few videos. We're not going to go through Twitter just yet. Trevor donated to the stream and also wanted me to check out a video, and I feel like it's a cool video. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. So say you have, this is a 3D animatic that we're going to be working with here, but the concept is exactly the same. So basically what we're going to do is we're going to mask this book opening and then reveal an image here, and then you can push into it and reveal something else. So this is the amount that we're going to be working with today, just this little sliver. And what we're going to do is we're going to go frame by frame. And it's going to suck, but we're going to start from here. And basically, what we're going to do is create our mask for the white part of the book. Just like so. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn my mask from add to none so I can just see my lines. And then I'm going to take my mask path and set a keyframe. And we'll just go 2 keyframes at a time. And I'm going to grab just this one point on the mask, and we're just going to adjust it. Just like so. Every 2 frames. And what's nice is that the bottom part of the book isn't actually moving. So we're just going to go like this, right? 2 frames. Grab this. And we're going to keep going. To do an effect like that, it does take time. And it takes a little bit of patience, but mainly what it takes is understanding what they're doing in the video to achieve the desired effect. So that dude was just doing a bunch of this kind of stuff where it's like you have one thing and then you're masking out a part of it to achieve something different. All right. So we are now fully masked. And this isn't going to change, really. Well, I guess maybe we'll adjust it a little bit here. Great. And I'm just adjusting my mask, little fine adjustments here because now the book is starting to move in 3D space. So once the book is open, let's just call it there, right? What I'm going to do is freeze frame this, cut my layer, Shift Control D, cut my layer, right click, go to time, go to freeze frame, and my mask is still there. So now on my masks, I'm going to change this to subtract, and I'm going to change this mask to subtract, and I'm going to feather it a little bit maybe and make a couple little fine adjustments here so we can still see the book there. So I'm just going to raise this up just slightly. Great. So once it gets to here, it freeze frames. And then what I'm going to do is, how am I going to do this? I know what I'm going to do. Okay. So I'm going to take my image that I want to transition to, which will go to, I don't know, this apple. Oh, we love the apple photo. So now I'm going to try to match the perspective of this apple photo inside of the book. So I'm going to turn this to a 3D layer and rotate it on the x-axis or y-axis? No, x-axis, yes. So I'm going to rotate it on the x-axis to try to match the perspective of the book, which that looks about right. This is going to be really rough, guys. I'm just letting you know. So now what I'm going to do is pick whip this image to my freeze frame, which is this top layer. Going to go back to the beginning, my mask here. And I'm just going to finish what we started on the mask, which is like that. Okay, great. I'm just following the lines of the book. We're getting there. We're getting there. Don't worry. Okay, the book is closed. So we're going to just close that. This isn't going to be perfect because I'm doing it really fast, but you will get the point. Okay, so now we have this book opening, and I'm going to turn this to 3rd resolution on the preview because my computer is getting awfully hot. Great, so the book opens, and then we have it freeze frame. So that's where we're at, right? So we have very roughly masked this book opening to reveal our photo. And now we're going to now animate this. And because our image is pick whipped to this thing, wherever I move the actual video, the image is also going to move to. So we're going to turn this to a 3D layer. And we're going to set a scale, position, and rotation keyframe. And we're going to go 8 keyframes over. And we are going to now rotate it on the x-axis. Let's see. Oh, that doesn't work at all. Oh, I see what happened. Okay, so we're not going to make this 3D. And we've done position, scale, and rotation. So now we're going to scale it up and move it up. Oh no, this is not going to work. This is not going to work at all. Well, let's see. I fear that this is not going to work, but you never know. Oh, great. We already got copyright claims on our live stream. Damn it, guys. Now we can't monetize the stream. There goes a cup of coffee. Okay, Boomer. All right, well, if we were taking a little bit more time, that's the effect that we would be going for, which is it zooms into the book and then it recorrects the thing. But basically what you're going to want to do in that video specifically is a bunch of masking and a bunch of little effects like that and tracking and stuff like that. So it's a little bit tedious, a little bit time consuming. All right, let me catch up on, I skipped a few videos, I know. Do I know how to wireframe footage from League of Legends? Yes, I do, actually. Have you tried using the effects element pack for AE? Yeah, I got a copyright claim for probably one of the Fortnite montages that I watched. And now we can't monetize the stream. Thanks, guys. Thanks, guys. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. I haven't eaten lunch, so we're going to be ending it pretty soon. Oh, yeah, Rick Astley. We did watch the Rick Astley video. I blame all you guys. You're to blame for me not being able to monetize this stream. How dare you? All right, guys, we're not going to do any more videos. No more videos from you guys. We're done. We've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Goodbye, Susan. Goodbye, Susan. Goodbye. All right, guys. I'll hang out for a little bit. Answer some more questions. We're not doing any more videos. If you guys sent me some stuff to take a look at, I will check the messages after the stream. Arrow, thank you for the $5. Much appreciated. So you just paid $5 because of the Rick Astley joke. Mm-hmm. Well, at least he's an honest Arrow. I'll give him that. He's an honest Arrow. Oof. Did a 24-hour Spider-Man Let's Play stream and got claimed for 9 seconds. Yep, that's pretty much what happened here. Wow, was that Minecraft? Where? I don't have Minecraft. Not on this computer. What level limit do you set your audio to? I have it set on my interface. So it's just running through a Focusrite right now. I think average, I'm peaking at like -5 dB. My light went out. What light? What are you talking about? Could you use Saber effect on the Nike video if you don't mind? Yes, you could use Saber. I'm not going to do it right now because we're going to end the stream. Whoa! Jesus Christ. Dep 1, $50. Damn. My biggest donation to date. Thank you, sir. Much appreciated. Dep 1 with the $50 dono and the $20 dono. $70. Do you know how much coffee that's going to buy me? Holy mother of God. Thank you, man. That's huge. I'm going to make you a moderator. There you go. You've just earned yourself a moderator. Wait, what? Wait, how? Hold on. It just added you and then removed you for some reason. No, why? Live stream settings. Okay, I'll figure out how to do that. But dude, thank you so much for that donation. That's huge. I really appreciate you appreciating the content that I do. That's huge, you know? And yes, while he did donate $50, which is amazing, I never got into doing this channel for any monetary reasons whatsoever. I'm not aiming to make money from doing this. I'm aiming to spread the knowledge and spread the love. That's really all I'm trying to do with this channel. I'm just trying to give you guys the information that I've learned over the years from talking to people that are better than me, some of the stuff that I learned in school, some of the stuff that I've learned on YouTube, and I'm just trying to spread the love. That's all we're trying to do here at Learn How to Edit Stuff. But the $50 donation is amazing. Thank you so much. Huge. Huge donation. Huge. I'm not going to show you how to wireframe League right now. We don't have the time for that. I'm going to go eat Chipotle probably is where I'm going because there's a Chipotle right across the street. Why are you dying? General Uni is dying apparently. What do you need my help with? Love you guys. Thank you so much for stopping by the stream. How long have I been in this industry, Ian? I started editing in high school. In like maybe 8th grade or freshman year of high school, I started editing. And that's when I got started, you know? Trevor does know me from the F&D days. Yes. Guess this quote. Dude, we're not throwing a rock. Oh, my rock. Yeah. So if you guys, I mean, Trevor obviously knows, but, yeah, I used to do some internet comedy with these guys, F&D Films, back in high school, my two best friends, and we made some sketch comedy videos on YouTube. So that's when I got started really getting into editing and film and production and post-production and stuff. So pretty crazy. It's been a long, wild ride. And now what I'm trying to do is I'm just trying to give back, I'm trying to spread the love, trying to give you guys all the knowledge that I've acquired over the last, I don't know, let's say I was in high school in 2003. I was a freshman. So yeah, if we go to now, 15 years. It's been 15. I've been doing this for 15 years. 15 years. That's insane. Yes. Dep1 saw the video. Oh yeah. If you guys watch my how I got into editing video on my channel, I actually cover a lot of that stuff. So on my channel, if you go to Learn How to Edit Stuff channel and you go and it's one of my most recent videos. It's like within the last 4, how I got started with editing. You guys can go ahead and watch that video if you want a little bit more information. That's really funny that you quote Magic Mentos all the time. That's great. Full circle. Love the F&D guys. I actually, Aaron just came over to my house the other day. He comes over, once every couple weeks. We hang out. We play board games, have a couple beers, watch some stand-up comedy. He's still one of my best friends. Thank you, man. Thank you, Dep. Oh, God. Okay, I think we need to end the stream now, guys. I've had far too much coffee and not enough food, so I am I'm like, my eyes are vibrating right now. I've had a lot of caffeine. So thank you guys so much for everybody that stopped by the stream. Much appreciated. Thank you everybody so much for donating to the stream. It really means a lot that you guys care about me and about my content that I put on my channel and about the Learn How to Edit Stuff brand. I really, honest to God, appreciate it so much. It's really awesome how much this community has grown and how many people have kind of come to my channel and asked for my help and want me to explore new things. And it's really cool because you guys are pushing me to learn new stuff too. And, you know, if you send me something and I don't know immediately how to do it, I do the research, I do the legwork, and then I figure out the best way to kind of teach you guys how to do it. So it's pretty awesome. General Uni is freaking out. I don't even know where your thing is. All right, thank you guys so much for the stream. General Uni, apologies. Not going to review your video right now. Please don't die. You'll be fine. Thanks, Depp. Much appreciated. Much love, brother. You guys are the best. It's okay, Arrow. No worries. No worries. We'll play you out with Epidemic Sound. Where's my... Oh, no, that's not it. Epidemic Sound. There we go. Play you out with the lo-fi hip-hop.